Hey, everybody, welcome in. It is Landmark Live. We are so glad you joined. This is going to be a fun show tonight. You know why? By the way, I'm Ivan Foley. This is my co host, Brad Carl. And you know what? It's somebody's birthday today, Brad.
Whose?
I don't know.
I had you convinced a couple of weeks ago that this guy's birthday, he was turning 40, and you actually believed it for a split second.
I did, because you look so young. You know what? And you are actually, what, 50 today?
I am 50 today. Yeah, a little more detail on that
You know what?
coming up.
I hope that when I turn 50, I look as good as you. That's
I
all
appreciate that, because I was going to say that I hope when I turn 60, I look as good as you.
Well, not there yet, buddy. Hey, I think Techman Schneider has a little surprise for Brad before we get rocking and rolling
Oh,
tonight.
good. Is it a dancer? Oh, look at that. Where's the naked girl? She's going to come out of the cave? She's going to come out of the cave?
Still a PG-rated show, Brad.
Thank you,
Basically,
Schneider.
for the most
That's
part.
pretty. I love that.
You know what? You do look 50 there now that I think about it.
Well,
So
I look 50 here because of the close-up. Please.
It's the new high-def cameras.
Yeah,
It's the new
exactly.
high-def cameras we have on left. Look at that. Oh, you look, you got a
Thank
special
you.
graphic and everything. You are so spoiled. I tell you what.
Look at that.
Just like, you're like my son. You're just,
I-
you're not,
you already have one, but
but you're getting treated. You're just, like royalty today, Brad.
I
This is
feel-
your day, my man.
I'm really glad that we were able to do a show because we had to switch some things up.
Yeah, we were supposed to have Mayor Quentin Lucas tonight, right? We had put out the big announcement because his staff had scheduled Mayor Q for tonight, and then yesterday they let me know that, oops, they had double booked him because he is out at Royals home opener
I think
right
he
now.
sang the national anthem.
Did he? Well, I don't think he.
No.
I don't know about that. We'll have to ask him how that went.
That's
But
funny.
I'm surprised you're not out at the game today.
Well, I've only been to Royals home opener maybe twice. I've enjoyed it, but it's just not my thing. Not
Yeah.
because I don't like baseball or the Royals. It's just not my thing.
Because you overpay for one game, right?
Kinda do.
Yeah, you
Kinda
kind of do.
do.
Just
And the-
just go to a game later in the season. and
Yeah.
Pay a lot
exactly.
less money and enjoy the game all the same. Hey guys, Brad's got a special musical treat for us tonight, and you're going to want to stick around for that. It's a locally produced, actually it's a locally subject song, not locally produced. I guess locally produced because you produced it.
Yeah, in
right?
Platte County.
In Platte County, and it's got some great scenes. The video to go along with it is outstanding.
Thank
so
you.
Stick around for that. In fact, we're going to get to that pretty quick. But we've got a special guest joining us by Zoom tonight, and Techman Schneider has been working some magic all afternoon.
Yeah, he's
and
awesome.
Schneider, if you could let me know if we have our special guest ready, just a little hand signal. Okay, we're going to bring on our special guest, I believe, right now. Brad, are you excited?
I am very excited.
Okay.
I can't wait. It's been a while.
It's been a while. There he
There he
is.
is.
There he
Look.
is. It's former Platte City Mayor Frank
Pat him
Offutt.
on the
Frank,
shoulder here.
thank you. Thanks
Hello.
for joining us, Frank.
Thank
How
you
are
for the
sir?
kind invitation.
Well, you are so welcome, and we are thrilled that you're coming on. I said, Frank, I'm going to be honest with you, we're kind of doing a test run of some Zoom possibilities, and we'd like to have you to kind of zoom in and be our test run. And by golly, you did it, because you've always been a strong supporter of Landmark Live, and I'm being serious about that. And we appreciate your support through the years.
Well, I feel honored to be the beta test.
You're doing well so far. You even put a suit on for this. I'm kind of jealous. I mean, you look sharp. You're a sharp-dressed man.
Well, when you're out there pushing product like the Landmark Live program, presentation is everything.
Is it true? We do need some sales reps for this.
We do. We could, and Frank's retired as mayor now. So, Frank, if you got any extra time, we'll set up a phone bank. You start making some calls, sell some products, sell some ads. Just do it all for us.
Cost plus?
How the heck did you get so high? You're up there by the water tower. Are you on a ladder right now?
They can do so many things with electronics.
Okay, well, because you're not the kind of guy to get high, as I know, Frank.
I climb water towers, but, it's all H2O.
Right.
Swimming uphill.
Now listen, not only were you mayor, you're involved with the Platte 4 Water District. You're a roads guy with Platte City Special Roads District. I mean, you've kind of the public works guy for every utility out there, basically, through the years, right?
It's a well-rounded education over these past few years. Yes, it has been.
Is there any utility that you've not been directly involved in?
Boy,
No, you've. I was going to say sewers, but you had sewers in the city. I mean, so you've done sewers, right?
sewers, gas, old telephones. There used to be a thing called hardwired telephones,
I remember
copper.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
I'm
So-
dating myself, of course.
Yeah. Well, Brad dates himself quite often as well, but that's
And
another
and
topic.
can we pause? I'd like to extend a very happy 50th birthday to Mr. Brad Carl.
Thank you very much, Mayor Frank. Really appreciate that. You had mentioned off air before we started the show that if you were still mayor, you could have just named this day my day forever in Platte County. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I appreciate the sentiment,
And if you take that proclamation to any dining establishment, you get preferred seating.
Well, I
That's
like
great,
that.
too.
That is awesome.
That's great. That's
Wow.
almost better than having a burger named after yourself, which might
Right.
be cool too. But
Hey,
that's
take that up to LC's Hamburgers and see if you can get some preferred seating up there.
I'll see what I can do.
So,
Thank you though, Frank. Appreciate that.
Mayor, what do
And-
you? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was wondering, with the 50th birthday and stuff, any natural hormone replacement therapy or anything kicking in yet?
That is awesome.
Not yet, but if I'm going to have to look around, I'm sure eventually. I'm doing okay.
There are a lot of good specialists out there.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank goodness.
Brad's had kind of a rough year. You see a little gray in his beard now. We didn't.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing that last year. So that's kind of a new development.
Well, it's because I couldn't go out and buy new razors, so it just kind of kept growing
Yeah,
and
so-
growing. That's what happened. I mean, my beard doesn't grow very fast. This is 2 years of growth.
Oh wow. Well, that's it's just like been growing that since 8th grade.
Right,
What's you-
exactly.
So Frank, you're no
At least
longer.
he's persistent anyway.
Right. I never quit. Right.
Frank, you're no longer mayor. We've established that fact. So what are you doing now in your retirement from public life, even though you still have real jobs, right?
Still got to put food on the table every week, yes.
Yeah.
The water district and the road district, I'm lucky to still be a public servant and be employed by the same. My wife is getting to see a little more of me, and she's a lot happier. And the old saying, happy wife, happy life. She's supported me through, 16 years of mayorship. So I'm thankful for that.
Yeah.
We're home having a lot more dinners together. We see a lot more of each other, and she's enjoying it. I like it a lot. Those monthly calendar meetings, I think there's 23 openings now.
Oh, good Lord.
The staff at City Hall did a good job of keeping me organized, but yeah, it makes a difference when you can take 23 meetings every month off the books.
One of my favorite Frank Offutt policies was never let any meeting go longer than, I believe it was an hour, right? We always got out of there within an hour if I was there covering a meeting. And he just ended that puppy.
I like that.
The 60-minute rule.
60-minute rule. He just cut it off. He's like, time's up. It was pretty cool.
Well, and I will say this, obviously I was never there, but just knowing you, Frank, and knowing that rule about you, that's some leadership right there. I mean, in truth, and no joking aside, that's why meetings are so messy sometimes, whether you're in business or, whether you're in public service or whatever it might be. It's like you've got to be able to have somebody in charge of the thing that knows when to say when and when to direct it and everything else. So clearly you did that for a reason, maybe just so you can get home to dinner, but I don't know.
Well, a meeting by attrition, and it's the last man standing rule when that event happens, and the meeting goes on for 5, 6, 7 hours, and what's being accomplished?
Right.
Because staff, to their credit, do a tremendous amount of the heavy lifting, preparing for the meeting, and they bring the meal to the table for the board to make a decision upon. And when we were using the subcommittee style of government, which they're still continuing today at City Hall in Platte City, it gives them a chance to see what's happening, address the issue, and do they like it or not? And there, it doesn't waste the time of the full board getting into the nitty gritty and working out the small details. And usually by those 2 looks at the subcommittee and the full board level, things get covered pretty well.
That's great.
Yeah. Now you said more dinners at home. Who does the cooking at your house, Frank?
We take turns.
Do you really?
Oh, nice.
You got a little some skills in the kitchen, do you?
Oh, that Boy Scout comes out, cooking merit badge,
You were a big Boy Scout too, were you? Big supporter of the Scout program still to this day, right?
Platte City Troop 248 produced a lot of fine leaders in our community, and we're very blessed. A lot of lessons that were handed down from them, and we continue to try to pass along to the next generation.
Okay, hey Frank, I wanted to touch on, because you're a roads guy too, as well as a water guy, sewer guy, telecommunications guy. You're just an all-around guy. So I was writing this week in the paper a little bit about the state of the highway between like the high school, the school district area, all the way up to the post office. And that section of roadway, I was talking to the city administrator the other day, and DJ Gert had mentioned that, I say Gert, it's actually Garrett. DJ had mentioned that the base for that section of the highway is not the same as the base on the other sections of the highway, and thus we've had a lot of potholes this winter, to say the least. So describe for us, or explain in layman's terms, what the heck is going on there?
It wasn't all built at once. MoDOT continually comes up with new ideas. I have a lot of friends at MoDOT. New engineers come in. They're still looking for the perfect blend mix. And when it comes to paving, a new idea comes along every couple of years. They decide this is the hot thing, kind of like fashion. Kind of in the tall weeds here, but a blend mix or a base for compaction, how much gravel, how much concrete or asphalt, what type of asphalt.
Yeah.
They're constantly coming up with new blend mixes. The hot thing now is actually a KDOT mix from Kansas for the surface. But in the case of the surface coming up off Highway 92 in the area you described, they try to be economic, because 2 inches of asphalt versus 3/4 or an inch of asphalt, you can cut your cost of maintenance in half. The unfortunate things in Missouri is that our roads freeze and thaw, and if a little bit of water gets underneath, it pops loose. And we had 25 below degrees a few weeks ago, and that does an excellent job of fracturing off that surface. Whereas if you have a little more asphalt on top and a good tacky coat to make it stick, she's a little more resilient.
Yeah. Well, Brad's always said a good tacky coat works for him.
I have no comment. I probably should. There are certain words we can't say.
Okay, so Frank,
We are PG.
Right.
What do you miss the most out of not being around City Hall these days? What do you miss the most?
Of not being around?
Yeah, what do you
The
miss?
public contact, working with people. Platte City is really a unique blend, because where self-existence is predominantly the case in Platte City because of being a bedroom community, and yet we're close enough to a metropolitan area for those special interests that people would like to see, to make that journey, to the Kansas City area, for the larger venue events like a Royals baseball game. But when they're ready to conclude their 40-hour work week and they want to come home and have a nice hometown atmosphere, Platte City is a really special place.
Okay, what's your major highlight that you will always be proud of, what you got accomplished in your time at the city?
Whoa!
I know there's a long list, and this is a short show, Frank, but just give us the top 1 or 2.
If it were
assisting with the development of Landmark Live, of course.
Right.
Yeah, if it were a long-term goal, probably Kentucky Avenue. That was something on the books for 60 years to get wrapped up. 50, 60 years from the time it was thought up until it came to fruition. So we got to close that one up and get Kentucky done. Second biggest thing I would believe would be Platte City's capital improvement program. I'll probably always be tagged as the capital improvement mayor in Platte City, because it was really rebuilding from the underground up, make sure quality service existed. And that allows and attracts people who want to come to Platte City. You have good roads, reliable infrastructure, businesses can profit. synergy. It turns on itself and continues to provide benefits back to the city and the citizens who live here.
Absolutely. So, so what's in your plans now? And I know one thing we want to connect with you for a Landmark Live show from your boat. I know you're a boating guy. You like to go out on Smithfield Lake, right? So one of these days, we're going to bring our Landmark Live show to your boat. We're going to go out. We're going to do a live show while we're out on the water with you. You all right with that?
You have to make sure you wear your personal flotation device.
Well,
okay. I've got plenty of those.
All right. Do you?
Safety first.
Right.
So what's on the? You going to go home and eat when you climb down from the water tower tonight? What's ahead for your evening? Because it's Brad's birthday, we might want to swing by and celebrate at your house if that's all right later.
I'm always suspicious that barrel that's between the two of you, it's not shown on the screen right now, but there was a barrel. Is that where the girl jumps out of in the after show cast party?
That might actually happen on screen. You're going to have to hang around for the rest of the show, Frank.
Yeah.
I wait to see. You know, I want to thank you very much for the kind invitation to come visit with you. I believe this is the first, not only having Brad Carl here on his birthday on April Fool's Day, but also having a former mayor on Landmark Live. So a lot of firsts on April 1st.
Now, listen, I had one quick question before you go, Frank. Frank, when you were mayor of Platte City, was there ever a speakeasy operating in town that you knew of?
No, there was never speakeasy even during the Prohibition days.
Okay. You're a historian, so you would know that.
You would probably just go to someone's home.
Right. Well, we're gonna talk speakeasies,
which is a lot cheaper, by the way. I might add.
The reason we bring that up, we're gonna talk a lot about speakeasies before the show's over. So just thought I'd.
No membership were required at those
events. Right. Exactly.
Low overhead.
Oh man.
Right.
So we're getting a message here that arm floaties when we go out on your boat are a must. So we'll be sure to pack those as well. I have a couple of arm floaties left over from the time they made me do the dunk tank at one of your police events. So yeah, I loaded up.
I think water wings is the appropriate.
Well, you know, we'll go with water wings. Okay.
But with those guns that you've got.
Yeah, I'll bust right through those puppies.
Right.
Yeah. We better look in and order something off Amazon, early.
Yep, we can do her. Hey, Frank, buddy, thanks for joining us. We do appreciate it, and we do thank you for all you did in your time as mayor to help Landmark Live. You're always ready to come on the show and bounce on here whenever we were out live at a festival or whatever, and we do appreciate your support of the show over the years, my friend.
We do.
Well, I like the new look to your show, the graphics, the support, and the IT has really come a long way.
Trying to itch you here.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we've got a new tech man, Schneider, and he's really making a difference. So, Frank, thank you, sir, and we will be in touch. Thanks for helping us test out all this new tech.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you for the birthday wishes, too.
Happy birthday again.
Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy.
Appreciate it. We'll see you.
Bye.
I think he was putting his finger in your ear at one point.
Maybe that's what he was doing.
Were you feeling that?
I like that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was good.
Well, Frank, good man, a big
Yes.
supporter of the show. We appreciate him coming on and helping us test out the tech.
I think it went well. I mean,
Yeah.
from our end, it went well.
Yeah.
It looked, I mean, we could hear him.
Yeah.
He could hear us.
Yeah.
That's a good start.
Right.
So, do we have anything else going on?
We do. One guy, one person named Isaac Paisley. He wants to go back to the Springs of Aquatic Center. I guess that's
Tiffany
Springs.
Yeah, Tiffany Springs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Best place to cool off in Platte County. And another person on there wished you a happy birthday. And Earl Hoy, I think was the name.
Earl.
You know
Yeah,
Earl?
Earl's a good friend of mine, bowling friend.
All right, Earl.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you, Earl.
You want to crash the party later?
Very
Brad
kind.
will send you a text.
Exactly.
So now, you've had something going on. You've been working on a musical project, right?
Well, I have. That musical project was conceived really through Platte County Landmark and rumors and crews and public footage.
Yeah.
And I'm a creative mind. I was very flattered. One thing I'll sidetrack real quick. Facebook, it drives me crazy because I have a little bit of OCD.
Yeah.
And so when it's my birthday, people, oh my.
What? There's a barrel between us. See, how'd that magically appear?
Wow.
Tell you what,
Wow.
Frank was right.
That's cool.
That's going to
That's
be
great. I love
good.
it.
I hope
That's
Frank's still
awesome.
watching because that could get tricky.
Yeah, tricky.
But
is right.
yeah,
So Facebook, the birthday greetings, right?
yes.
So, when your birthday's on April 1st, everybody remembers it throughout your life, number one. Number two, Facebook reminds them if you put your correct birthday in there.
Right.
So I get birthday greetings all day long, and the OCD in me is like, I've got to respond to every one of them.
Oh, I do too.
So it's very difficult. So I've been doing it all day. And so I'm trying to think now why I brought that up. Oh, one person just said something, very nice about, it was C.K. Carey, the magician that we had on a couple years ago. He said, happy birthday. If my math is right, you're a big 5-0 today, and happy birthday to one of the best creative minds or whatever that I know. And I thought it was very nice of him. So
kissing up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly. You must want something. And you speak of a guy who doesn't look his age. I think he's my age, so he doesn't look 50. He looks 12.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's good. Yeah. But anyway, I just like to put things together, and I'm musically inclined. I have been for a while.
Yes, you are.
Plus years.
Now this story all started with some allegations of a speakeasy type operation or private club operation that's kind of operating on the down low.
Yeah.
In Parkville, and so we kind of mentioned that one week in passing because we don't want to get into too many details here, but
right.
But we kind of threw that out there, and it's the talk of the town. In fact, I got contacted by someone with one of the TV stations in Kansas City who had heard the same stories and knows the same details that we do. So other media know about it. So we're kind of breaking ground here, so to speak.
Wow.
And so you've kind of put together a little tune and a video. And we're going to get to that in just a second, right? Schneider, do you have that queued up and ready to rock and roll?
Oh, whenever
okay,
he's ready.
well, you want to do it now?
I think it's fine. I'll just say real quick, this is the world premiere. Nobody else has seen this. It is not available anywhere else.
Yeah.
And even after we show it on the show, it will not be available until tomorrow morning on YouTube, when it goes live.
Yeah,
so you're on a real world premiere here. This is my song, Meet Me at the Speakeasy.
Yeah, and kind of a salute to Parkville.
I'd say that's the best way to put it,
Okay.
and I'm kind of proud of this.
Yeah.
So whenever you're ready,
Schneider, whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Roll tape.
That's it. How'd you like it?
Well, it was it was
pretty
quiet,
good?
and the invisible aspect of the video.
Here we go.
Walking down the street, you never know who you meet. Through the back door of a secret store, people passed out on the floor.
Before I drive my vehicle there, can you tell me, do you have Mike's Hard Lemonade?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but to be sure, do you have the kind that'll make you blow a .11 after drinking only one bottle?
Ma'am, that's the only kind we have. Meet me at the speakeasy. 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 $500 gets you all you can drink.
Okay, well, just so you know, I'm somebody pretty important in this town. And also, for the record,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not very good at tests, so I'm just warning you. Sunshine on my shoulder. I hate sunshine.
Meet me at the speakeasy. 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 500 bones, but it's BYOB.
Have you consumed any alcohol tonight?
It was like at 5.
What were you drinking?
Like
Just one beer. outside of the park. 30 calling? I don't know who that is. Is there a reason you're calling? I'm just gonna have you go through some tests, okay? Put your hands on your back for me.
Okay,
Really there? Okay. Well, I'll let you make the phone call here in a second, okay? So, right now, go ahead and place your hands behind your back for me.
where's the station? Oh, wait a minute. Whoa.
What's that?
No, I'm not going to get a one on. Let me have my phone.
Alright, I can't let you go. Like I said, you're under arrest right now for driving while intoxicated.
The guitar ending.
Yeah, that's
I'm going to assume that was you on the guitar.
that was me. That last lick is the extent of my lead guitar playing.
Oh, that
That's
was
about all I can do.
fantastic. But and the dancers, oh my gosh!
You know, public footage.
and the guy back there, he was doing the stanky leg before it was
that
a
was
thing.
that was like a break dancer, man.
What's up?
That was like
I had no idea
yeah.
the alderman could dance like that.
I didn't know it either, but
But,
it looks like they're having a good time.
Oh my gosh, that was fantastic. By the way, you're watching Landmark Live. It's a production of the Platte County Landmark newspaper. I'm Ivan Foley. This is my co-host, my 50-year-old buddy, Brad Carl.
I should also mention, because I know you were asking me about it,
Yes.
the song will be, the music video is live tomorrow on YouTube at 8. And then, in 2 weeks from tomorrow, the song will be available for download and streaming anywhere.
Sign
iTunes,
me up.
Spotify,
iTunes, Spotify.
Amazon, the whole 9 yards.
Sign me up for that.
Yeah, and then, you know, I mean, who knows where it might take me. Then the tour will follow.
I think
The Speakeasy Tour.
we have to do that every show from now on.
I love it. I love it.
Listen, I got you know, when we first started talking about this in the newspaper, there was mention of the private club
Yeah.
/ speakeasy that nobody knows about, but everybody knows about.
Right.
And so a friend of mine, I should say friend, is more of an acquaintance than a friend. Shortly after reading the account of this place in the Landmark, she started texting me one evening. And so I'm going to read some of those texts because she's actually been to the location of this alleged secret operation.
I feel like I have been after writing that song and making that
You
video.
know, it looked like you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, how about we kind of tease it? You know, I'll read one or two texts
Okay.
and then we can break to another topic and
Yeah.
then come back to it. You know?
Okay.
Kind of a
that'd be fun.
cliffhanger.
'Cause
type
I've
thing.
got some birthday stuff. That I
Oh
wanna
yeah, we got a
talk
lot
about.
yet to
So,
do.
yeah, okay.
because-
Yeah, but go ahead. read a
Okay,
couple.
this is from a person, and by the way, this is not a kook. This person works in a respected field, a very respected person in her field, and so let me get to that. She texted me. So, Brian, and that's her fiance.
Okay.
Brian and I were in this shop one day. I'll skip that sentence because that would
Tells
give
too much.
away. Yeah, that
Yeah.
tells too much. I was in back of his store, and there's like an iron door that's kind of hidden. And I saw these people in like a bar area. And I was like, oh, look, Brian, we can go buy a drink. And that guy got really weird with us, like he wanted us to leave. And so Brian, my fiance, got super inquisitive with him. Tease, we're going to leave it there. We'll come back to it
love
later
it.
in the show. There's a lot more to come
That's
on
awesome.
the text thread
I'm-
from someone who's been inside, or actually to the hidden store, I think you called it. In your
secret
video?
store.
Secret store, the secret store.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to that. But anyway,
That's
you've got some
great.
birthday talk for us.
I do, and I'd also like to thank you. I'd like to thank your wife for wishing me happy birthday. Just
Oh,
now.
hey, yeah.
Thank you, Linda.
Good to know she's
And-
actually
and-
watching the show.
Yeah, and Isaac, thank you for the kind words about the song. He says, "Cool song." I really
Cool, yeah.
appreciate that.
I like Isaac. I
Very
think
cool.
it's going to be a new top fan, I believe.
I hope so.
And I'm just right now going to anoint Isaac a new top fan.
I like it. He's
Okay.
a friend of the show. We call him friend of the
That's
show.
what we say.
Yes,
Friend of the
exactly.
show. So
So I was born. This is really interesting. I thought this was interesting. I wanted to pass some of this stuff on. I was born April 1st, 1971, obviously. Some iron, I think it was about 2 or 2:30 in the afternoon, if I recall correctly. It was snowing, it was up in Mason City, Iowa, but I thought this was interesting because I don't think this works out for everybody, and I could be wrong, but I guess it depends on what year you were born. I was born on Thursday, April 1st, 1971. Today is Thursday, April 1st, 2021.
Very cool.
So that's kind of cool, I thought. I came up with that one all on my own.
Boy, you're
I had
smart.
no idea. Yeah, well, so is the internet. A few things too in numerology. What does my birthday mean? Well, the numbers in my birthday, 4-1 and 1971, reveals that my life path number, and I didn't know this, Ivan, I'm 50 years old.
Oh, yeah?
My life path number is 5. It represents progress, adventure, and opportunity. It says I possess the curiosity of a cat and long to experience all of life.
Yeah, and you have cat-like quickness too, right? I mean, you're
Yeah.
kind of a cool cat,
I don't
Brad.
know when you've ever seen, the only time you're going to see my cat-like quickness is if I have to go get a tan from Vic.
Yeah,
You're going to see me go, no, Vic, you're not doing
that.
that.
Be out of there in a hurry.
Exactly,
That's
exactly.
good stuff. So what was happening? Did you research
Yeah,
what was happening on
yeah.
the day of your birthday?
Yeah, the number one song in the country at that time was Just My Imagination by The Temptations.
Very familiar
Okay.
with it. Cool song.
Number one country song, by the way, was a song called After the Fire by Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn.
Nice.
Loretta Lynn's still alive, by the way, and making music.
Yes,
She's in her
Conway
late 80s.
Twitty, dead.
Yes, Conway Twitty's gone. But I have listened to both of them in the last week,
Really?
believe it or not. Yes, yes. Number one R&B song was What's Going On by Marvin Gaye.
Good song.
Okay. Now, price of gold, not that I've got a lot of it, but the price of gold at that time was roughly $39 an ounce.
What was Bitcoin back then? Do you?
Bitcoin, they don't, for some
Yeah.
reason, they don't have
You
that.
don't have that one listed?
No.
Be
How
damned.
about this one? The median new home price in 1971 was $25,800.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think you can buy any house for that anymore.
Nope.
No, no. Price of a new car, you want to take a stab?
Oh boy, I'm gonna say $8,000.
That's too high, Ivan. $3,692.
Goodness.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
Gallon of gas, you want to take a stab on that one? 1971.
I'm gonna say 68 cents.
36 cents.
No kidding.
I had no idea it was that low.
Wow.
Yeah, it was about 68 cents, maybe a little bit higher when I started driving 16 years later.
Really?
Maybe 70s, 80s cents, something like that. Yeah.
Mm.
Loaf of bread was a quarter back then. I thought this was really interesting too. I'm a little nervous about this. It says that my birthday compatibility, and they're talking about like lover compatibility. It says that your love match are most compatible, this is weird, with a person born on July 31st, 1962.
Oh,
So I'm most compatible with a 58-year-old.
that I don't know about that.
That's really
Do
weird.
you know anyone who was born on July 31st, 1962? Because you better find them.
No. I
Okay.
know a few that were born close to that,
Uh-huh.
some of them are actually hold public office.
do they hit speakeasies? So,
Maybe. Yes. I'm least compatible with somebody born on April 2nd, 1952.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that weird? Which makes sense because I don't think
Well,
that I'd
you're-
want to be with a 69-year-old.
Not right now.
No. Maybe a little bit too old for me, but
Yeah, well,
I could be wrong.
I'm showing great restraint too. by the way.
You could say a
Yeah,
lot more. I know.
could.
I know you could.
Okay.
Couple more things real quick that I think you'll appreciate. 18,262 days since I was born.
Wow.
6,087 days spent sleeping. 33% of my life has been roughly spent sleeping. Yeah. And years spent sleeping then? 16.67 years of my 50 I've spent
Isn't that
sleeping.
amazing?
Crazy.
Isn't that
It's
amazing?
crazy.
You do the math.
One more thing. This is weird. What were you in your past life? You were a female in your last earthly incarnation. You were born somewhere around the territory of southern England, approximately 1400. Your profession, this is odd, your profession was handicraftsman mechanic. So I was a woman handicraftsman mechanic in southern England in 1400. That something's not right there.
Wow.
That's something
That's
well, I don't know.
You don't really have mechanical skills right now.
No, that's what's so funny about it is I have no mechanical skills.
Does
Zero.
Does
Zero.
not sound like you now. These
Yeah.
days you could choose to go out like a woman if that was in your plan. You know, if you.
That's true. I could do that, but I don't think that's
Okay.
what I want to do.
That's not.
Probably
your
not for me.
lifelong
Not
goal.
for me. It's
Okay.
if it not that there's anything wrong with that if that's what you want to do.
Right.
But that's yeah.
Just saying that was an option.
Yeah.
Now,
exactly.
you're watching Landmark Live. It's a production of the Platte County Landmark. I'm Ivan Foley. This is birthday boy Brad Carl. Turned 50, and he's proud of it. I've never seen a grown man so excited for his
Well,
birthday.
I wasn't very proud of it coming up to it, and then the last year had a lot going on besides COVID, and I've embraced it. I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. There's a lot of people that are 50 or over, and you know, I'm just glad that I made it this far. You know, because you never know.
No,
You never know.
no, you don't. And we're glad you made it this far too, because I mean, the show would not be the same if you had just like not made it tonight.
No, because you would have been alone.
No, well, just been me and Schneider and all the tech gadgets.
Yeah, it could happen. It could
So
happen.
Landmark Live again. Let's go back to. Shall we go to another one of the text messages
Yes,
about the
let's do that.
private club / speakeasy /
Yes.
whatever we're going to call it.
I would like to hear more about
Okay,
that. When
so-
we last left them,
Yes, thank you.
Brian, the husband, was being inquisitive.
Fiance.
Fiance, sorry.
Yes.
Brian, the fiance, was being inquisitive
Yes, with
about the situation
yeah,
in the
with the,
secret store.
mhm.
Yes.
So we're back inside the secret store
Yes.
to continue the story.
Yes.
And and so the guy was being a real prick, and he got real defensive.
Ooh.
And you'll like this. Oh, sorry, my phone died because there was a long pause between.
Oh, it sounds like me.
So anyway, he was like, you have to have a membership to even step foot in there.
Oh, wow.
Brian asked, "Oh, okay. So if we want to become members, how can we do that?" That's a very logical question to ask.
That's a
at
very
that point,
logical
right?
question. Yes.
And the store owner said, "Well, I picked the members. I have a waiting list anyway." Boom, and we can leave off there if you'd like, and we'll come back to that.
Wow, we may have to review that one before we
Yeah.
pick up. Yeah. I wanted to mention we had another question from a friend of the show, Isaac.
Okay,
He'd
Isaac.
like to know a little bit about how often the show is, and it's basically whenever we want to.
Yeah, we're kind of hit and miss, Isaac. Whenever we got a hot topic,
Yep.
we do a show.
Yep.
And if things
But it's
have
always
so-
on. It's almost always on Thursdays at
Yes,
6.
yes,
Right.
yes.
Right. And
Oh.
so you should probably make sure you like the Platte County Landmark Facebook page
Right.
and stay in touch. Right.
Hey, elected member. Someone goes elected membership. Of course, I think that's.
That's
I
good.
would say there are probably some elected members. If
I mean, I don't know if you were following my music video.
I
there
was
may be
kind
a
of picking up a
connection.
hint that there might be at least one elected member who may have spent some time there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Spent
So-
some time in a couple different places that night.
Oh, well, yeah. So that was probably the first one, as I understand. It might
That's
have
what
been
I've heard.
an early stop in the evening. I'm going to ask Isaac. Isaac, if you're still watching, Isaac, are you related to Rory, who I think Rory recently passed, but might be the only other guy by that last name I've ever known. So anyway, so talk to me again about, you did some other birthday research, did you not? Or have you run through all your birthday
I think I
stuff?
blew it. It's
Okay.
funny. I felt like I had more than that, but did somebody lose something? No. Okay. I felt like I had more than that, but I don't. But I do have another story if you're interested.
Okay, I think I've got a problem with my mic or something.
Oh, well, we'll find out real quick. So I actually found that give me 1 second here. I was, unbeknownst to me, I found myself in a dry county last week out of nowhere. I've never been in one before, to my knowledge. And so it was really odd because I holed up in the place. I got in my hotel and I'm trying to look. I got into, where am I supposed to look? I got into my hotel, and I'll be danged if I started going around trying to find, I want to grab a drink somewhere. And it's like none of these restaurants had any alcohol or anything. And I searched it, and I come to find out it's a dry county where I was at. So that was really annoying, because what I found out is that it makes it even worse, because if you want a drink and you find out you can't have one, you want one even more. And so it took me about an hour to accept the fact that I was not going to have a drink that night, which is fine. I lived,
Yeah, and
I'm not a big boozer.
No,
like
you
some
aren't.
people.
No, you aren't. None of us are, except Kamler. Oh, we were going to talk about Kamler.
Oh, we can get to that too.
Our old
Maybe-
buddy Chris Kamler, and I've still got a problem with this, but
I can
I'm
pull
going
up-
to pull that out, Schneider, unless you think I'll need it back in. Kamler was supposed to be on the show tonight too.
He was originally supposed to be the one interviewing Mary Q.
With us, yeah.
Right.
And but Kamler got called away. The people at what is the name of that? Cable Dahmer Arena.
Yep.
Cable Dahmer Arena asked Kamler to come down and be the substitute public address announcer tonight. So he's down there, and I don't know what he's announcing, soccer or
It's
some
soccer,
kind
and
of
he probably should have gotten a hold of me to make sure he knew what he was doing
some
first.
kind of
Yeah.
maybe it's a home show he's doing. We don't know.
Could be. You see him standing around a home show. Check out this faucet.
So we'll have to get him back on at some point and ask him how that went. But
We'll check his Twitter feed out in a little bit.
okay, let's check
if
his
you want
Twitter.
to. But do you want to read us a little more?
Yeah,
of your,
let's
of your
see
exchange?
if I can bring up the exchange. Now, where did we leave off?
Well, we
Brett?
left off with the man's
He says he has a waiting list.
he has a waiting list.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so he said, "Well, I picked the members. I have a waiting list anyway!" Exclamation point. He told me I needed to come to the front of the store because people didn't like me looking through that iron gate in the back of the store. So Brian, and again, Brian is the fiance
Yes.
of the lady who sent these texts about the alleged private club / speakeasy, whatever we're going to call it.
Right.
I don't know, down in downtown Parkville. So Brian kept pressing him, and he asked us to leave.
Wow.
Which sounds interesting. And then it was early evening, still light out. I thought they were buying drinks, hence why I told Brian, "Hey, look, we can go have a drink." But it was shady as hell. There's a little bit more. Do we want to leave off air or just finish it, man? We're getting
You
some
may as
good
well
stuff.
just finish.
Okay.
You know.
He wouldn't let me stay back there long enough to see if there was a bartender, but I could have sworn there was. The gate in his store looks like a piece of decor, but it's not. It caught me by surprise. The end.
I got to say, for that kind of money, there better be a bartender.
There better be a fancy gate, too.
No kidding. There better be some extra stuff in the back too. if you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
say.
That
So
kind of
that
money.
was interesting. Interesting
Wow.
little unsolicited information about the alleged secret club.
You know, there's so many things that I want to say, but who knows? Maybe I'll want to join someday. So maybe I should just keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, you might. Well, I don't
mean-
know. It's a pretty pricey club, though. I mean, we're not really that pricey. You know, we're not that high.
No, we
rollers.
don't have
we're
that
more,
kind of dough.
No, we're like
No.
Natty Light kind of guys, more than.
Pretty much. That's a really interesting story. Honestly, after listening to that, I kind of want to meet Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Because I want to
the
find
guy
out
who
what
was
kind
really
of the pushy guy.
inquisitive.
Yeah, I want to find out what he's like. I'll bet he's fun.
I bet he is too. And again, these are legit people,
Sure.
respected, work in respected fields, respected professionals. So
Yeah.
there you go. It was a nice little update,
That's
unsolicited.
good.
but
I'm
just-
glad that we had that update. I think that it's important for people to know what's going on in their public,
Mhm.
whether it's legal or not.
Yeah, well,
I guess.
licensed or legal or permit issued, whatever. I mean, we just don't know.
I got to say again, and I don't expect you to answer this because you've answered it off the air, and it's probably better to just keep it on the down low. But I am perplexed that people would want. But again, it goes back to being. You know what? I'll just say it. It goes back to being in third grade. I mean, you know, you've got this click over here, you got this click over here, and you've got this click in the secret store.
The secret
And I guess
store.
it doesn't matter how old you are, whether you're 5 or 50 or 60 or God knows, you know, you know, you want to be a part of the club. I guess no matter how ridiculous it is, that's people that have money to burn. Apparently,
Mhm. Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
good for them. If you got
Yeah,
money to
I
burn,
mean-
congratulations. I'm proud of you for
Yeah.
having that much money.
And hey, if that's what they want to do, we just, you know, if it's all legal and good, it's all legal and good.
Yeah.
No
Kind of makes me
problem.
want to go investigate in Johnson County now too. There's got to be some of that crap going on out there.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. We're just reporting the news as we have learned it.
That
And let me say again, one of the TV stations knows about it and has reached out to me and basically has the same information that I have. So there you go.
I mean, I think this particular story is more legit than some of the things I've seen on the news the last 12 months.
Right.
Right.
Well-
So I that's what I like about doing this show is it gives me an outlet to be real.
Okay, well, we've got another comment, and this is good.
Oh.
The correct term these days is Bitcoin to melt, not money to burn. I
Good.
like it. I like it. And Isaac Pasley does not know a Rory in his family, so that's
What
good.
about Brad Pasley? Isn't he a
Brad,
country
he's
singer?
one of my favorite country singers, actually. That's good tunes. So, what do you've been following Chris Kamler's Twitter?
Oh,
feed?
yeah. Let's do that real quick before my phone dies. Let me see here. Yeah, he's interesting. He has a lot of followers. Now, we're not
Oh,
sure if he bought them or
Oh, no,
how he
it's all
got them.
legit. That's all
Yeah,
legit.
no, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But let me see. We got to find. Is it the fake Ned these days?
It is the fake Ned.
The fake Ned. Okay. So he likes to talk. He likes to tell stories about himself. He likes to. Pardon me for doing this, Schneider. He likes to. I just got to get situated. Look. If I'm being totally honest, on my 50th birthday, I don't like these chairs. But
You don't?
But they make
You
me
don't
look.
like it because I have the footrest and you don't.
I don't even know if it's the footrest. It might be.
Yeah, it probably is.
It probably is because it's funny because you're a little bit shorter than I am, and yet you get the footrest, and yet I'm uncomfortable and I'm tall. I'm like,
Well, when I buy the chairs, I get the footrest.
I agree.
Now, if you
I
start buying the
agree.
chairs, you can get a foot.
I
Yeah,
agree.
The footrest is more of a status symbol.
Oh,
really,
did you
it's
pay
just-
$500 for that? That's great. That's
Oh, shoot.
great. So Cameron likes to tell stories about himself. He loves to brag about his son, the baseball player, which is great. He's a good baseball player at his high school.
Yeah.
And that's great. He was doing that last night. In fact, you and I were texting at that same moment where we're getting set up for this show, and he's like, my son, has hit 40 home runs already, or whatever it
Yeah.
was, So, but it's fun to go through his tweets because, like he does, he'll get into story mode.
He does get into story mode.
Yeah. Yeah.
You keep up on his Twitter feed more than I do because when I first learned he had COVID, I mentioned it to you and you said, "Oh yeah, he's been tweeting about it like every 3 minutes." I had no knowledge he was tweeting about it. So kudos to you for following Chris Kamler's Twitter feed.
Thank you. And I think the only reason that it happens is because I keep blocking him. And so every time I block him, no, I'm
Why would
kidding. I
you-
don't block him. I'm kidding.
Oh.
But I don't understand the algorithms. So
I don't either.
I do try to block ads and stuff that are so annoying, and then
Right.
suddenly I'm getting Kamler all the time. So
Well,
I don't.
all Kamler all the time.
Exactly.
I mean,
It's like his own show.
so-
It's
good
But-
stuff.
I couldn't tell if he had gone to the game today as well or not. No, he just took a picture of the Comets field. By the way, kudos to the Kansas City Comets. They were in the second round of the playoffs.
You being a big soccer guy, you would know that.
I
And,
do know that. I do know that. We are good.
And your daughter, coached by prominent soccer coach Ron Schieber back in the day.
Back in the day.
It's
But see, nowadays she is trained by the head coach of the Kansas City Comets.
Dagmar Wood, or who's the?
Yes, Dagmar
Dagmar,
was the
okay.
head coach of the Kansas City Comets. Yes. But anyway, Kamler posted a picture of the game and said, "I found the game, you guys." And
found
so
the
he's proud
game.
that he found the right place.
Oh, good job, Kamler.
And that's about all he's saying so far. And it's going to be interesting to see if he understands what he's doing.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I can't wait to get the reviews.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
cool.
And Kamler, he does some Park University sports and
Yeah.
some other things too. So, and one thing you can say about Kamler, the man loved his baseball.
Yes, he does love his
So,
baseball. He wrote a book about it.
Yeah, and that's why he gets so excited when his son does good things at baseball.
I get that. I totally agree with that and understand that. And let's be honest too. You got mentioned in that book. I didn't.
Yeah, well, yeah, because and deservedly so. Really, I mean, I don't think you played a role. I had like a one paragraph mention. So
Did you put out $500 to get some
No,
glue here?
no, but by golly, I would have. I'm going to dig in, Brad. You're my buddy, and so I brought you a little gift for your 50th birthday. So if we're gonna get to that,
Oh, good.
it'll just take me a minute to dig it out here. You can just turn.
Should I
it
close
away.
my eyes?
Yeah, turn it. Yeah, you can close your eyes.
All right.
It'll work out
I won't
good.
peek. I won't peek.
All right, and maybe and I kind of put this together myself.
You're not going to push it in my face, are you?
You talking about your?
Not even drinking,
Oh
folks.
man, you're bad.
Not even drinking.
Okay.
You ready?
No.
What are you doing? You going to light me on fire?
Yes.
I hear a lighter.
Oh, is that what it is? Well, you know what? It's kind of malfunctioning.
The lighter or
Well, yes.
the pie in the face?
Oh man, what is up with this lighter?
Do you want me to look and help?
Here it comes.
That's what.
Brad,
What? You ready?
my buddy,
What? You ready?
every 50th birthday, I get you a little gift. And so tonight, I'm going to present to you this gift.
Oh, I
And
love
so,
it.
Yeah, that is.
Thank you. Thank you very
And,
much.
you know-
Oh
Whoa,
my
look
God. Oh my God. Will they blow out?
I don't know. I don't know. So,
No wonder they wouldn't light.
no,
Can I try to blow them out on?
sure,
Okay.
give it a shot.
All right.
You did it.
Oh, good.
You did.
Oh, no, not these damn things.
You're going to have to dip those in water, I think, Brad.
Oh no.
You're
Oh.
you're going to set off the smoke alarm up here, buddy.
No, I think I did. I think I'm good.
All right. Good job. So you
Thank
can
you.
eat that cupcake later.
Okay. How about if I want to eat it now?
Well, you can.
I'll wait. Thank you. Very
So, hey, thanks everyone for tuning in. We've enjoyed it. And Brad, again, promote your song/video. Tell the folks where they can find that puppy.
You can find it nowhere right now, but by tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, you can find the video on YouTube and watch it as many times as you want to. Just search my name, Brad Carl Speakeasy, or Brad Carl Songs, or Brad Carl Music.
And
or
again,
whatever.
the official title is Meet Me at the Speakeasy.
Meet Me at the Speakeasy.
And-
Yeah, and then in 2 weeks, it'll be available on all platforms. I'm sure Ivan will get it cranking on Spotify here in the office.
yeah,
that
we
week.
will, and we'll pimp it and promote it in any way we can. Get it out there. See if the city of Parkville might want to put that on their website. I don't know.
I think it's a great idea.
Any help, right? We
That'd be
appreciate it.
nice. Maybe the
And,
TV station would
And
like
so
to hear it.
they might.
Yeah.
Downloads are free though, right? I mean,
Sure.
okay. All right.
Well, for $500.
$500 and then $100 monthly
Right.
maintenance fee.
Right.
So
Right. BYOB too.
yeah, you guys check out the Brad song again. Man, that was a hit. I don't know if we have the capability to fade out of the show by playing that song again, Schneider, but we can.
Okay.
If not, Schneider's going to try to cue that up. So
Yeah, that
let's
sounds good. Let's talk about something else.
okay. Let's talk about how much time did it take you to make that video, man? That was fantastic.
A lot longer than I wanted it to. And part of the reason was because I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. I just kind of like, sometimes I just put things together and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go with this. Like, oh, I got to do something different here. And it's like, oh, I want to do something different. And I would have liked to have done even more, but I figured that it was going fine. It was all I could do just to take those shots of my close up of my face doing that voice,
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I didn't put myself into video really other than that.
Well, that was awesome. And to find those dancers, though. I mean, those are the Brad Carl dancers, really. So-
That's what I would refer to them as the Brad Carl dancers, the speakeasy dancers. I
Oh,
like that quite a bit.
Sometime we're
So-
going to go down to the alleged speakeasy.
I think we should
Okay.
take a camera.
So until next time, you guys, we're going to close. We're going to fade out with some Meet Me at the Speakeasy. We will see you next time on Landmark Live. Thanks for tuning in, Brad. Happy birthday.
Thank you, man. Thank
right,
you,
buddy.
everybody. We'll see you.
See ya.
Walking down the street, you never know who you meet. Through the back door of a secret store, people passed out on the floor.
Before I drive my vehicle there, can you tell me, do you have Mike's Hard Lemonade?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but to be sure, do you have the kind that'll make you blow a .11 after drinking only one bottle?
Ma'am, that's the only kind we have. Meet me at the speakeasy. 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 $500 gets you all you can drink.
Okay, well, just so you know, I'm somebody pretty important in this town. And also, for the record,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not very good at tests, so I'm just warning you. Sunshine on my shoulder. I hate sunshine.
Meet me at the speakeasy. Meet me at the speakeasy. Meet me at the speakeasy. Meet me Meet me at the speakeasy. Meet me at the speakeasy. Meet me at the speakeasy. 500 bones, but it's BYOB.
So we consumed any alcohol tonight?
It was like at 5.
What were you drinking?
Like
Just one beer. So if you go ahead and step out of the car, who are you calling? I don't know who that is. Is there a reason you're calling? I'm just gonna have you go through some tests, okay? Put your hands on your back for me.
okay.
Good there. Okay. Well, I'll let you make some phone calls here in a second, okay? So right now, go ahead and place your hands behind your back for me.
Where's the station? Oh, wait a minute. Whoa.
What's that?
No, I'm not going to get a
Why not?
Let me have my phone.
All right, I can't let you go. Like I said, you're under arrest right now for driving while intoxicated.